Good morning, my friends, and thank you for coming to join me for another shave. And a little under the weather for several days. So I've got about 4 days growth going here, and feeling a little rough. So I'm gonna go for low-hanging fruit, and I'm gonna just give myself a spike shave. Because I know that it's good soap. Look at that. It looks like it's sparkling on my whiskers. It's grabbing a lot of soap. Now I know the aftershave is a treat, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. You don't see me face lathering very often, but this is one that I found myself able to very successfully face lather. Also did the hot towel just before this with the Phoenix Shavings Intergalactic pre-shave soap, which I think is just has charcoal or activated charcoal in it or something dark. It's nice though, and it's got a little bit of menthol, so it kind of, I like that. I'm doing a little spray bottle action there. I tried it before. I had a plant mister, and I didn't have as much control over how much water went in, but with this pink one I found under the sink, it's old enough. It says it's Woolworth for $1.89, so it's not a young one. Today we're using a Gillette Slim with the Wizamet blade. Got it set on number 4, and this is the second use of this blade. And I got Safety Cat right there, who's leaving. She must figure I'm okay. With 4 days growth, I'd expect to feel quite a bit more tugging than this, but this Wizamet blade is pretty sharp and taking it right off. I'd put it between, it's kind of a step between the feather blade and the, like my Gillette Silver Blues, which I like real well, and the black. I like the Gillette blades from India. I like those blades real well too. I'm still waiting on my Vector razor to get here. I'm sure he's working hard to get. There's a lot of folks waiting probably. So I'm probably not the only one that's waiting. I'm not going to make too much of a fuss, because it will get here. I'll give it another week or so before I fire off another email. Oh, I'm using a Frank Shaving. This is the Macy. It's a 22 millimeter synthetic brush from Frank Shaving. I've been pretty impressed with this brush too. Oh, look who's back. Did you see something? She gets excited and runs around. I think I had a zit in the middle of my neck there. I didn't feel it, but I thought I saw a shadow of something. Unfortunately, with my head tipped up like this, I'm looking through the bottom of my lenses and I can't see for squat out of that unless I'm reading. I really like this Slim too. It's another one of those razors that I kind of bought on a whim. Because I have plenty of Slims. I have what, 4 or 5 of them. But this one was dolled up in University of Kentucky colors, or if you want to think of it that way, Dallas Cowboy. This time of year it's UK though. It's been a good part of my youth in Lexington. My grandmother lived there, and every holiday we would go, and I would sometimes spend summers with her. She was all alone. Grandfather passed away when I was 3, so I didn't remember him, but we would stay there and cut her grass for her and do yard work and take care of stuff when she couldn't. That neighborhood kind of went downhill for a little while. Looks like it's coming back up again. I couldn't remember the exact address, being as I was 12 when she passed away. I just didn't remember the address. But my cousins told me, and I looked it up, and the house looks pretty good. The garage is gone. It's a different color than it used to be. But if my grandfather built that house from, I guess, either a kit or plans he got from Sears. I've got the blueprints here somewhere. I'll have to take them to somebody who deals with old papers, because they've been rolled up in a tube for so long that the paper is very brittle and a crack when you try to. I'm afraid it'll break all up if I tried to unroll it. So I just soon have somebody who, I'm going to cut the intensity back a little bit here for third pass. Somebody who's real familiar with old papers to work on those blueprints. He built the house. It's on the northeastern side of Lexington, near. This was an old fort called Bryan Station. I was reading some stories of that. And my father used to swear up and down he thought that house was haunted. I've seen doors open and close on their own there. When I was a kid, it used to scare us to death when we were kids. But nothing bad ever happened. Those were closets that we weren't allowed to play in. And I guess out of curiosity, you know, when the doors to the forbidden places open, it was frightening to us. So we would holler and Mom would come running up and, "Here's the doors open." But they would close too. Let's see how we did. Not bad. Oh, got myself there. Not lighting myself on fire, just one little stinger right there in the middle. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna like these Wizamet blades. I split a package with Joan the monkey, and I think they're pretty good blades. I wonder if the factory was in Russia, so I know Gillette has manufacturers there. I wonder if they make any other blades that are like the same, or do they really run each individual product differently? I'm curious about that. That would be, I'm sure I'll have to go back and see if Chad's done Wizamets, so I can find out from his research. I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I could reinvent the horse, but I can't reinvent the wheel. Dang it, I didn't bring the, well, that's okay. Speick straight up here. It's a nice kind of subtle fragrance, which I like. And I'm not going anywhere today, so I don't have anybody to impress. So we'll call today a success. Thank you for coming to visit. Today we used a Speick, well, this is the aftershave, but I used a Speick stick and the aftershave. It was a Gillette Slim with the Wizamet blade. This would have been the second use. And I used a Frank shaving blade, special order for Friendship Shaving, and its name is Macy. Thank you for coming to visit. I'm Major Rich. You'll find me on theshavingcadre.com, and we will see you next time. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.